The noon hour of Madness and Mayhem, the podcast.
Now, Victor, I honestly added this one to the concert calendar. I swear I did yesterday.
Which one?
The Sublime Me Gusta Festival.
Oh, sure you did, Peaches. All of a sudden, it's not on there, huh?
No, I was really wanting their listeners to show up to that show, I guess. If people checked out our concert calendar, there's Sublime, Slightly Stupid, Pennywise, the Long Beach Dub All-Stars, the Ataris, Co-Defendants, a bunch of other bands.
All right, where's that happening?
Zion's Bank Stadium in Salt Lake City.
Okay, yep, that sounds like something that a lot of our listeners would probably be interested in. So, yeah, we were talking about shows earlier, and there are just so many shows coming up, it's impossible to go to all of them.
I so badly wanted to go to Nothing More, but then last night, Aubrey tempted me. She's like, I'm getting my massage next weekend. I'm like, you know what? I'll get one too that same day. Not
nice.
Next weekend, but the weekend afterwards.
All right. And I can't even keep track of what weekend's what, but yeah, we have, Becca and I have some friends that are just begging us to go with them to a Black Label Society, it is on a weekend, so
Good.
That's cool. But it's the weekend before Nine Inch Nails. And you know me, I start getting overwhelmed when I have too many things on the calendar. So I'm like, 2 trips to Salt Lake, 2 weekends in a row.
Especially when you have the weekend only to your, like, just to kind of chill.
Yeah, well, and my house is a freaking disaster. And it's driving me crazy, and I want to get it clean. But it seems like every weekend we got something going on, so, we get nothing done. And then on the weekdays, I'm just exhausted. So I don't want to go home and all right, let's spend the whole evening doing chores and then just go to bed. So, yeah, I don't know. Today I'm a little less tired than yesterday. So I'm feeling more optimistic about potentially going to Black Label, but I don't know, man.
So even get an interview with Zach Wilde.
I probably could. I think I know who to hit up. I'll have to look into that, but
That'd be a legendary one.
Like the one, I'm like, there's no way I'm missing Nine Inch Nails.
No, not at all.
I just gotta go. But holy crap, Jade and I were looking at ticket prices earlier because there are a handful of bands that are just so big they just don't care. Usually we can be like, hey buddies, got any spares laying around? Nine Inch Nails is one of those bands that, like Tool, I might end up having to just fork over the dough, and it's crazy right now. I'm definitely going to have to wait till, the day before or day of show.
Trent seems like such a D-bag. I can tell you that
you
right
think
now.
So?
Oh, yeah.
He seems like he'd be pretty cool.
Him and Maynard are the top 2 that if you don't impress them, they don't care about you.
Well, with Maynard, all you got to do is talk about how great Arizona is, and his wine is fantastic. Trent, I don't know what you need to say to him to impress him. Great job on the Tron soundtrack, buddy. It was awesome. It fit the movie perfectly.
But then I also think if I were in that same boat, I feel like if I would be exactly like Trent Reznor. I feel like if I was that famous, because I made this meme yesterday. I was sitting here laughing to myself just because of the most recent encounter at the Bad Omens, Beartooth, and President show. There are a lot of dudes who just show up. They give you that aggressive smack on the back, and they say, Peaches, how are you, big fella? They're extra loud, they smell bad, and they always want to give you their 2 cents, not only on the station, but what you look like, what you sound like, what could be better on the show. Magically, they're radio programmers all of a sudden.
I think you'd be quite the diva if you were super famous. For sure. No meet and greets. Hold on, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Talk. Dang it, Peaches. I told you to talk.
I'm adding that to the secret sound library.
What is this? It's Victor sneezing.
But I'm kind of wondering if I should post this, because I'm worried if I do, somebody's going to complain to Jade that I'm insulting the audience in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, I didn't read every sentence you had on there because there's a lot of them.
There you go.
No, I don't want to read.
It's
right
a vision
now.
test. Here,
Yeah.
I'll scoot back.
I can't read that from here. That's for sure. But what I read was fine. Like, I don't know. You didn't It was questions listeners ask you.
Not even just questions. It's more
Or
so
statements.
like statements like, dude, you sound exactly like you do on air, but also nothing like you do on K-Bear. Like there's people that say like I sound exactly the way that I do, but also I sound nothing the way that I sound on the air. It's very weird. It's a
Talk
weird
to me
mixture.
in your radio voice.
Yeah, talk
Peaches.
to me in your radio voice.
I always love that one. It's like, it's this voice, the same voice you get. All right.
It's either, dude, I can spot you from across the venue. Here's a picture I took of you from across the way. I think I'm funny, that type of thing.
I will give you props for posting those every time. You know, when somebody's like, where's Peaches?
Hey, somebody,
I
loyal
saw it
listener
at Bad
Glenn,
Omens.
Glenn, shout out to Glenn. He posted a picture of Jade at the career fair and said, I spotted Skeletor.
Yes. That's fantastic. That's hilarious.
So, yeah, but all the rest were kind of just like making fun of how people come up to me about my height. Like, I thought you were like 9 feet tall.
I post it and just see what happens. Post it in the Life in Idaho Falls group.
Oh, I did make a comment in the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group recently. Earlier today, actually.
Okay, I haven't looked at it today.
Oh, we can talk about it in the next break.
All right, let's talk about it next break, and we'll return. Man,
Well, it's the noon hour of madness and mayhem. I am Peaches.
I'm Victor.
I feel like we complain a lot on this show, but, a lot of people out there are also complaining, especially online. Some lady by the name of Annika, or Anik, I don't know how you say her name. It's Anike.
Okay, I don't know how I'd pronounce that either.
Well, she posted, for people that moved here from another state, what surprised you? For me, something that was different was how dry it is. I have to wear more lotion and cover bread and baked goods, etc., or else it will dry. Anything unique that you thought that's different? So I said, well, the dryness for sure. I did not expect my hands to be needing lotion every so often.
Oh yeah. I'm at the point I better use some, or I'm going to get cracked knuckles.
But then
bloody knuckles.
Then I also pointed out, like, every time I go back and visit home, I realize, oh, wait a minute. Businesses are actually open on Sunday here in Southern California. Not here in this area. It's shut down on Sunday.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like that needs to change big time.
And, I pulled up this post, and somebody commented the truth that you should have seen it 30 years ago. Like, when I was a kid, there was way more stuff closed on Sundays. And, like, when I was a kid, this could be a false memory, but I don't think up until about the time Scream came out, I don't think any movie theaters around here played R-rated movies.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I remember it being like a big deal that Scream was going to be. Did we have to come to Idaho Falls to see it? I don't remember if we saw it in Pokey, but we did see it in the theater. And like I was telling you, I was blown away that Fat Cats in Rexburg is playing R-rated movies now.
That's where I saw The Conjuring, the latest Conjuring movie.
Yeah, so things have definitely changed a bunch on the Sunday front. And I still don't understand restaurants around here that aren't open on Sundays, because that's like, one of the one days of the week. You got nothing going on. It's a good day to go get lunch or an early dinner. I don't know.
Well, even with when I first moved out here, 2021, I went out on a Sunday. The gym was empty. Grocery stores were completely empty. That was like my designated day to go shopping early in the morning on Sunday so I could avoid everybody and just have the whole store basically to myself. That's changed quite a lot. Now everybody's out there Sunday morning driving around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, on my way to work each morning, it used to be 5:45 a.m. There was nobody on the roads. Nobody at all. Now I get stopped at every stoplight on the way here, and there's it's not like bad traffic, but I would call it for that time of day traffic. It's like, what are all you people doing at this time of day?
Right.
What job
Makes you wonder.
you going? Yeah, what job are you going to? Like, there's not very many places that are open at that time of day. So I don't know. It's definitely gotten a little bit different. I wonder what else people are saying in here surprises them.
Well, I pointed out because I never really noticed this in Southern California, maybe because I grew up there and I wasn't a part of the Facebook groups throughout most of my time there. I just didn't. But people complained verbally. It wasn't like on a Facebook group. Like if there was something missing or something like going to be changed, it was not that big of a deal. Here it's like, what was that loud boom? Why is there police on my street? Does somebody know?
Well, Peaches, it's a lot more boring around here.
It's like, who cares? If there's 8 police cars on my street, I say, cool, less traffic. Get the criminal out of here.
Let's see. This person says it's really clean here. What do you say cleanliness compared to L.A.?
Oh, are you kidding me? Here it is so much cleaner, so much better people-wise. I don't need to worry about a tweaker all of a sudden chasing me like a zombie.
Yeah, no, like I'll leave my car running when I'm, at the gas station or, just run in, get something. In a big city, no way. No, you'd come back outside to no vehicle.
Have you seen, that reminds me, have you seen that account on Instagram? I don't know, I forgot their name. Like, they basically put out like a bait bike. And people will go on it to steal it, and they'll put like spikes that come out of the seat, or they'll shock the handlebars, and you'll see these guys scorpion fall and just drag their face along the concrete, and they'll start laughing at them from the side with the camera. I'll have to show you some of their videos.
I need to see some of those videos. That is really funny. I haven't seen any of those. But that's fantastic.
One guy rode the bike for a good amount of time, then realized, wait, why is my butt bleeding? And then there's all these spikes.
Well, and, talking about things being closed, too, if anybody moved here in the last, 3 years, things are different since the pandemic. There are a lot of places that used to be open on Sundays and Mondays, and now they're just not, and they never went back to those hours. I mean, even Walmart used to be 24 hours.
Right, yeah.
And now, I don't know what their hours are, but I know there's very few 24-hour places, period. Even Jack in the Box, not 24 hours anymore.
Well, people here also care a lot about businesses changing, businesses coming in, businesses going out because there's not too many in the first place.
Yeah.
But then it kind of ruins people because I've seen those comments before, like, why do we need a Chipotle? We already have Cafe Rio. And
it's like, variety's good, everybody.
Yeah,
having
absolutely.
some choices is good.
They're not going to go out of business. And I think that's more so the complaint of like a big chain coming in and ruining the smaller businesses. But I think Cafe Rio is doing pretty good for themselves.
I think they're fine. Yeah. I think they're going to be okay. And they're a chain anyway, settle down. So, yeah, I mean, things have changed around here, but I don't know. The last few years have been weird.
Oh, so some guy named Mark saying moving from a very large metropolitan. I think that's what he wrote.
Metropolitan. You're messing me up.
He says, what I miss most is quality restaurants. What a lot of people think are great restaurants here are just mediocre from my experiences. Well, your great is my bid.
Dude, there are some great restaurants around here. I don't care what people say. I've eaten in big cities at the best. Let's go to the best here, and we've still got good stuff around here.
I am actually shocked. Lacey brought up a great point, how windy it is.
Yeah.
Even trying to drive to and from Rexburg this time of year.
Well, you know why?
Last night, just...
You know why the wind blows here, right?
Because of Utah.
Because Utah sucks.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay. This is the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem, Metropolitan Victor.
In the big metropolitan area of East Idaho.
Metropolitan.
So, Peaches, I had a question for you. I couldn't find any updates on this myself. I assume that r/bald deleted your picture of Eddie Trunk.
No, there was hardly any views on it. It only had like 13 views.
What the heck? I went looking for it to see if there were any reactions, any comments.
14 views with my own upvote.
Why is it not getting the right reach?
I don't know.
Maybe it's because in that first picture, it kind of cuts off the top of his head and you can't see his disaster of hair.
All right. Well, I can revamp it, really.
I was so disappointed. I wanted to see what people were saying and if anyone recognized him and was like, that's Eddie Trunk. And it's funny because you know how your phone's always listening to you? Well, now I'm getting all these Eddie Trunk videos popping up on my YouTube, like the rise and fall of that metal show. And I think I mentioned it yesterday, the artists who hate Eddie Trunk. And there's a surprising number of videos that, I don't know, I'd be sad if they were videos about me.
I mean, once you reach that level of fame, there's going to be so many things about you.
Oh,
so many negative things, especially in this day and age. I mean, I felt horrible when I saw that one guy who listens to our station and then tried like taking my words out of context, putting it in the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group.
Oh,
and then there was like a few people like, I don't like that guy. I turn him off every time I hear him.
Oh, there's plenty of people who don't like me.
But it's like, you never say anything in person. You always just go to Facebook.
Yeah, no. People are generally nice in person.
Right.
Or they just won't say anything
they
at all.
hide and they stare. I noticed a lot of people who just stare.
It's like, I know why you're looking at me.
My biggest pet peeve is when somebody stands behind me at a concert and they start openly complaining, thinking I can't hear them.
There's a big tall guy in front of me.
Oh, one time I called this girl a very mean name at the Scene Queen show, and I turned around and just went off.
It's not my fault. It's my genetics.
Yeah, it's not. The other person's fault for being that short. That's what I say.
Exactly. You can't get mad at tall people at shows.
Yell at your parents.
Right? Exactly. Get yourself some stilt shoes.
I can tell you, once me and Aubrey have those kids, they're going to be
monsters.
We might have a 7-foot son, to be quite honest with you. Oh man, that's going to be weird. But yeah, Eddie Trunk sucks.
Yeah. He I don't even know what to say about him, but he needs to shave his head.
Radio DJs who hate Eddie Trunk. Let's get that going. All right, Victor, let's talk about this. I follow this subreddit r/OKBuddyCinephile.
Okay, I follow a few of those OK Buddy subreddits. They're like goof memes,
right.
I guess. There's one that I follow for Breaking Bad. I have to think of the others that I follow. Red Dead. There's a Red Dead one that I follow.
So this person was asking, favorite excellent actor who you genuinely feel is a piece of crap in real life.
Okay.
And this guy posted a picture of Peter Dinklage. And I got to tell you, I kind of agree. I feel like he gets so upset about the short jokes. And it's like, dude, you're a short person. You're a small person. You got to live with it. I mean, for me being a tall person, I understand it from the other perspective, and there might be a different way to look at it. He's rather the word blessed for his point of view because he's taller.
He's a big oaf.
But Peter Dinklage, his wallet is taller than me. I can tell you that.
Absolutely.
He's a dad. He's a successful actor. One of the most successful actors, probably. Yeah.
I mean, I think a guy who would be willing to be in the movie The Toxic Avenger has got to be somewhat cool.
Well, remember when Snow White, when that remake was coming out, and he's like, I don't want this 7, I don't think I can even say the word.
I mean, yeah, I'm nervous to say it too.
Right, yeah. I don't want the 7 short people. So then they had a CGI thing come in, and then all the other little people like Brad Williams and the guy who plays Hornswoggle in WWE, they were both really upset with him for saying this because it just took away a lot of potential roles for those guys.
Yeah, that could have been some good opportunities for sure.
But also that remake of Snow White ended up being one of the worst pieces of crap ever.
I don't think I saw it.
I did laugh at the top answer. Shia LaBeouf, an amazing actor, but he's a mess of a person.
Dude, if you're going to hang out with anyone in New Orleans, who are you going to hang out with? Shia LaBeouf.
Right.
He looks like he knows how to have a party.
He packs a punch.
Dude, what a madman.
His wife split up with him after that.
Dude, yeah.
That's the final straw. You're being labeled as a terror in New Orleans.
I know some of the headlines that were going around were so hilarious. He's terrorizing the city. Like that.
Like he's Joker.
Yeah, I wish that the East Idaho News, Victor Wilt is terrorizing Idaho Falls.
I'm going to sort this list by controversial.
Okay.
Oh, wow. The top one. Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, he seems like he'd be a big jerk.
This guy genuinely repulses me. No idea how he still gets roles after all the stuff that came out about him. If I were locked alone in a room with the guy, I'd claw the walls until my fingers bled trying to escape. Truly terrifying that a human like this exists.
Okay, so that's the type of response I'd expect in that subreddit. Because, Mr. Rogers is dead, right?
Yeah, he's been dead for quite some time.
He's not getting any new roles. What else they got under controversial?
It's more so talking about James Woods and Elizabeth Moss.
Those seem like serious answers. James Woods does seem like he would be a jerk.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he'd be fun to hang out with. Not at all.
I think Chevy Chase also seems, I've heard.
Oh, he's known to be a total jerk. Yeah. So maybe sorting by controversial in that subreddit's not going to get you the funny answers that you want.
Well, it gave me how Brad Williams, like we just talked about, how he was about to have the best role and then Peter Dinklage ruined it for him. Mm-hmm. Someone put Keanu Reeves.
See, total jerk from what I've heard. Yeah, total jerk.
But he's also a horrible actor. He's the opposite. Nice person, but the acting wise, he's not the best.
Well, he's not the greatest, but he's not bad.
I need a gun.
I like Keanu Reeves. I don't know. Probably because I grew up watching like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And,
Right.
You know,
People are quoting Elf, saying he's an angry elf. Will Ferrell says that to Peter Dinklage in the movie. So yeah, maybe he actually does have a sense of humor, because if he wanted that in the script or kept that in the script, or maybe like he just got fed up with all the jokes and was like, all right, I made it big now. I've had enough.
Could be. Because, we were talking about fame earlier. It can make you a different person.
Someone said, I would be a huge jerk if I were 3 feet tall.
Jeez.
I mean, it could be like Vern Troyer.
Yeah,
He was fun. I watched some of his videos.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice dude.
I saw some of his YouTube videos where he was trying these different foods, and he was going to these drive-thrus, and I just imagine like the pure shock on somebody's face when he pulls up in like a giant Escalade, and you just see some tiny guy come. He sort of has like a lift up to the seat and down.
Yeah, like if Little Russell's out there listening, you need to get yourself a jacked up pickup truck, dude, for sure.
Vern Troyer also tweeted out, I am 27 donuts tall, and he had a stack of donuts next to him.
He has a sense of humor.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Does he seem like he'd be a jerk? I don't know.
I feel like he'd be very...
He seems like, because of his name, he'd be pretentious or
Right.
something.
But
But
I don't
it's
know.
not his fault that he was given that stupid name. I am Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, see, all the controversial answers kind of suck. Should we just go back to the best?
Yeah, let's just go back to the best.
Let's
'cause
go to
I
the
think
top ones
Those
here.
will be the funny ones, for sure.
See, yeah, they're just all making fun of this guy. Like, I know someone who worked with him. They said he was all right, nothing special, had his moments, but all around just an actor doing his job. See, it's just them evaluating Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, no, there was a question posted. Reddit.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Well, he had that weird thing that happened back in the day, right? Like where he like shot someone or he beat up somebody.
I don't remember.
It says, I don't like, nor do I rate him highly. I just wanted to call him a jerk.
I just felt like it.
I see Shia LaBeouf. I see
I
more
think,
stuff on Peter Dinklage. Oh, Kevin Spacey. Okay, that's enough of that.
Okay, yeah, we know he's a dirtbag.
Oh,
Jeez.
there's Chevy Chase. Yep.
Yeah.
I figured that would happen. This is dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, John Hamm.
John Hamm. I don't know. That people are just basing that off of his persona on Mad Men, I think.
I feel like he'd be pretty cool.
I think he would too, because he's been in some other shows where you can tell he has a sense of humor.
Right.
Yeah. I bet he'd be pretty fun.
Even Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, I bet he wouldn't be too bad. He's just one of those guys that blew up into superstardom, and I think people don't like his weird looking face.
Ryan Reynolds.
Right. People think he would be rude? Really? I think he'd be fun.
Yeah.
Big jerk, Jack Black. You can tell he'd be a total jerk.
It says everyone's a jerk, though, under a magnifying glass, because, it could happen to all of us, really.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are some people that, like, I reacted wrong to him or something, or didn't, because I'm deaf, didn't hear him say, Victor.
I heard someone say, oh, hi, Peaches, as I was running around the Delta Center trying to find, because I was so mad that nobody knew where we had to go to the floor.
Yeah.
Like, we had to go grab wristbands and all of that.
The Delta Center needs to get it together. We missed the Ghost VIP because no one could tell us where to go.
Right.
And the Delta Center's huge. So we walked around that thing over and over. Oh, yeah, we got there when they were closing up shop.
There's nothing worse than when, like, you ask somebody a question and they act like you just spoke a different language to them and they just stare at you. Sometimes I do want to say, like, am I hard to understand, stupid?
Yeah, and I want to let people know, like, yeah, if you ever yell at me and I just don't respond, it's because I'm deaf. I can't hear anything. There was some guy, I think at the Ian Munzik show, who was hollered at me like 3 different times when I walked by him. And I didn't hear him till like the final time. I'm like, oh, hey, what up, dude?
If you ever see Victor texting, do not talk to him because he will not acknowledge you, nothing. He's too focused on that conversation. I have said so many horrible things in his ear as a test to see if he's actually listening. Sure enough, he's not.
Nope, I'm a bad multitasker.
The noon hour of Madness and Mayhem is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.